Alrighty, here we go. This is one of the books I've been waiting for a while. Written by Garth Ennis, from Punisher, when he brought Punisher back, Welcome Back Frank, and also the Hitman series from the 90s. I'm sorry, late 90s, early 2000. It's August 24th, 2016 pull list. Six Pack and Dog Welder. Six Pack, if you don't know, was one of those characters that was created by Garth Ennis from the Hitman comic book back in the late 90s. He was a character that basically, his superpower was that he was drunk all the time and he could tell certain things for the most part. He had a group of heroes that were with him. One was Bueno Excelente, which was a perverted dude. Another guy was the Defense Trader, who was basically a knockoff of Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator. There was another guy. There was like six guys. I can't remember. And the only two that were really left were, or the only three were Bueno, Six Pack, Bueno, and Dog Welder. Dog Welder was a guy who welded dogs to people. We don't know anything about his backstory or anything to that effect. Apparently, Six Pack's backstory was that before he was drunk, he was successful, and then he had some kind of issue that happened, and it's typical of typical fare where he does something or something happens to him and he becomes an alcoholic. After the Hitman series ended, like I said, Six Pack had created another series, or he was part of another series called Section 8, which was introduced the new Section 8 people here. That's the name of the group of Six Pack's group from back in the 90s, that was created. Now, this comic itself is basically a fun comic. It's just a fun read. There's some characters from the Demon. If you see the one left behind Six Pack, who's in the orange shirt, that's Baitor. Basically, Baitor was a duke in hell, and because of the demon Etrigan, he ended up being stranded on Earth. He ended up working at Tommy's bar, or not Tommy's bar, but Sean Patton's bar, from the Hitman series, and his signature line is "I am Baitor, I am Baitor." But he can actually talk. He just says that to for whatever reason. The series itself, like I said, is a very fun read. It's hilarious. I mean, you can't take it serious at all for the most part. I mean, with a name like Dog Welder, I mean, what do you expect? It's a limited series, so like I said, hopefully, if Ennis is going to take the same respect that he did he was part of the Hitman series and is part of the Section 8 previous series, it's going to be